ladies and gentlemen. I'm so grateful to be able to be here today on this beautiful yet breezy summer afternoon. So today I am here to speak about my best friend and celebrate her on what's believed to be the most amazing day of her life, marrying the love of her life. So, as I'm sure all of you know just how amazing Beyonce is, but I got to know her on such a deep level. Me and Beyonce have been friends for over 5 years. We've been through it all. We've been through the high points and the low points of friendship, of life, together. We've always been a shoulder to cry on or each other's biggest supporters. Today, I'm going to tell you all about just how funny, kind, and resilient she is and how I got to know her on a deep level. So I'm going to share how our bond got so strong, her humor, and her resilience. First, I want to talk about how we have a bond of sisters. When you don't go a few minutes, go a few days without talking to a person, sometimes it gets really awkward. You guys can't talk the same way. But when me and Beyonce reconnect, it's like no time at all has passed. So, the first time we met was in 7th grade, VAT class. We're all doing our work, and as far as I can remember, we didn't like each other. We were in 2 separate groups. We didn't like each other. So, I didn't want to build my house. So, I'm looking around the classroom and I see it. The green Play-Doh. And I'm like, that Play-Doh is going to be mine. So I walk up and I grab that Play-Doh, feeling all tough, when Beyonce comes up to me and takes the Play-Doh out of my hand. And she tells me all about how it's stealing and how stealing is wrong. And I was like, you're pretty cool. Let's be friends. So then, from that day on, we've stuck to each other like glue. In freshman year, as we moved from middle school being together in the same classes every day to being in 2 separate high schools, it devastated us. We didn't know what we were going to do. 2 freshmen. Being separated from your best friend felt like the end of the world. So, despite our world ending, basically, we still talked every single day. We made it a point to try to FaceTime every day, and we still hung out every weekend. So now we're going to take it up a notch and talk about just how funny Beyonce is. The time that she fell down a hill and the time that she got a fly stuck in her hair were probably the funniest moments of us. So, Beyonce can make anything funny. You can just be sitting doing absolutely nothing and we'll just start laughing and we can laugh all day long together. So, the first story is when we were in 7th grade. We couldn't drive because we were 2 7th grade girls and our parents didn't want to take us to Starbucks, so we were like, you know what? We're just going to walk. Because Starbucks was probably 5-10 minutes walking distance from my house. But in order to get to Starbucks, you had to take the back way of the Walmart, which included a really steep hill. This hill was way too steep for 2 unathletic 7th grade girls. So we're walking up it, we get to Starbucks, we order what every basic 7th grade girl orders, a vanilla frappuccino. So we're walking out, feeling on top of the world, like we felt so grown up getting our own stuff, And Beyonce tumbles down the hill. And so we laugh for probably a good 20 to 30 minutes until we realized it wasn't actually that funny. And her drink in perfect condition, and that's why we thought it was the funniest thing. So the second time was when we were probably in 8th grade. We had the brilliant idea at 10 o'clock at night to take some water balloons and throw them out my 3rd story window onto the grass down below. So me being afraid of literally anything and anything, Beyonce takes the screen out of my window. And we didn't realize it at that time, but a dead fly has now fallen into her hair. We drop our water balloons, laughing about it the whole time. And then we sit on my bed and we're doing absolutely nothing until 20 minutes after I look at her and realize there's a dead fly in her hair. And we almost peed ourselves laughing so hard. So now that we've talked about the funnier times with Beyonce, I want to talk about the times that I feel like shaped her into the person that she is today. The heartbreak and the support that she's provided. So Beyonce is one of the most resilient people I think I've ever met. she's been through it all. She's gone through so many heartbreaks, and despite all of these heartbreaks that she's experienced, she's never stopped believing that love was out there for her, and she's never stopped believing that there were good people. So Beyonce's had it hard in her life. She's never had the easiest life. And she's never stopped lending a helping hand to those who need it, or those who think that they need it, like I was. She would listen to me cry probably like every other day about a boy who's broken my heart for the 9 millionth time. And she gave me the love that I needed when I couldn't love myself. So to conclude, me and Beyonce have a bond of sisters. We're no longer just best friends. She is a part of my family, and she is so funny, kind, and resilient. And as all of you know, she is so amazing. And I got to know her on such a deep and personal level. It's been a great pleasure being able to speak and remember these moments of my best friend on the happiest day of her life. I hope that after this, we can all celebrate my best friend and her new husband as the way that they deserve to be loved and celebrated. Thank you.